I gave myself the week, and thought, come here a little bit optimistic. Who knows what could happen with this team? What did I say last week? I'm pretty sure I said something along the lines of like, this is the season. See ya. I'll let you know next week how I feel. Well, they didn't disappoint. Mets get swept in Philadelphia. 2.5 games out of first. I was just happy to get to Monday because they were off and I didn't have to watch any more piss poor baseball performances. Now, the Phillies lost last night to LA. They're home for a series against the Dodgers, so they lost, delayed. Mets got a little lucky, and even the Dodgers with a win. Aaron Nola looked absolutely friggin' awesome. 3 innings, 7 strikeouts, gave up like 1 base runner. Then the rain hit. Delay happened. They delayed it for probably over an hour, so they didn't throw Nola back out there. But it was Scherzer against Nola. It was it's a matchup that lived up to the hype before the rain delay. It was 0-0 in the 5th inning. They were just matching zeros each frame. So the Mets entered today 2 games out. But I'm trying to think of the words because I don't think anyone fucking gets it. They get swept. Carrasco on the hill last night, and the Mets game got suspended last night in the 2nd inning. So they're playing a 9-inning game today, finishing up yesterday's game, and then they're playing a 7-inning game later tonight. So doubleheader kind of. Carlos Carrasco, Victor Robles base hit, Alcides Escobar bunt single, and then throws a fucking shit slider down the middle to Juan Soto, hits a 3-run home run, and they were down 3-0 right off the bat. Mets get a few, back-to-back doubles from Pete and Dom, 3-1. So it's top of the 2nd, 3-1 ball game. Looked like, they were going to start fighting right away. They were going to start clawing back right away. But Carrasco, it's like an arm at the deadline. It's like an addition at the deadline. I understand that this team, who has battled so many injuries, is not a good team without DeGrom and Francisco Lindor. And sure, whenever Noah Syndergaard comes back, he'll be out of the bullpen. There's no way Noah Syndergaard pitches more, and let's say comes back like September 1st. There's no way this dude pitches more than 20 or 25 innings when he comes back. That's what they're going to get from him. And if they continue to get piss-poor pitching performances like they have since the All-Star break, they're not going anywhere. He had a great first half. Taijuan Walker has been absolutely god-awful since he hit that kind of... I feel like he's hit a wall with that over 100 pitches, over 100 inning limit. Dude's coming off Tommy John. Had a great year last year, but truncated season. Dude hasn't really, pitched 150 innings in a year. He hasn't done any of that. So he's hitting a wall. Marcus Stroman continues to give you good outings, and they can't score and they can't win. Tyler McGill's giving you everything you could ask for after starting the season in Double-A. Who else? Well, Rich Hill's been fine, but he's a 5-inning pitcher. The Mets have not had a starter go more than 6 innings or pitch 6 innings. They've gotten it one time. One time in the last 2 weeks. Bullpen gassed, which the bullpen's been very good for them. Offense can't hit. Michael Conforto sucks. Jeff McNeil sucks. I mean, everyone. No one can hit for a goddamn lick. No one's doing anything like the back of their baseball card says. And you think, oh, well, it must be time for a hot streak. But you could be optimistic about that, sure. But I don't see that happening at all. The only offensive player that's having a remotely solid season is Pete Alonso. And he just broke an 0 for 21 streak last night with that first inning double. They spent 90 days in first place playing mediocre baseball. The chances they had to run away with division obviously were wasted. And now you're getting 1 8-game win streak by the Phillies that was snapped last night, and you find yourself 2 games back in the division now. That's the crazy thing. I don't think the Phillies are better than the Mets still. I still don't. And they have all their guys back. I mean, Hoskins on the IL. McCutcheon's on the IL for them. And I think Didi's still ailing a little injury. So it's not like even they're all healthy, but Bryce Harper's been having an absolute insane month. Real Muto's been fantastic. And then you got your 2 guys in Wheeler and Nola actually being a 1-2 and giving you everything. Wheeler pitched friggin' phenomenal Sunday with a complete game shutout. I think it was a shutout. He went 9 innings. But I'm not ready to pack it all in yet. Like, this is where I'm at. So they have 3 against Washington. You know, you get the 9-inning game, you finish it off. Maybe a comeback victory can be in place, and then you play 7 innings tonight, and then you play again tomorrow. If they can squeak 3 wins, which they should, the Nationals team is shit. It is so bad. They have decimated everyone. They traded Scherzer, they traded Trey Turner, they traded Schwarber, they traded Yan Gomes, they traded Josh Harrison, they traded Brad Hand, they traded Daniel Hudson. I mean, half their roster is gone, and then of course last night they allowed the one hitter that you really can't allow to beat you. You let him hit a 3-run home run, a piss missile to left center field for a 3-run home run, immediately down 3-0. I am not gonna quit Consolina on this team until they are truly, I think, like, mathematically out of it. If they're at any point that they're within like 3 or 4 games of the division, they have a shot. Now, it's a perfect timing to have this type of, it's been bad. But again, talk to me next Wednesday. If they can win 3 against Washington, even if they win 2, you're 2 games. You'd be 2 games over 500 at that point. And if you stay level in the next 13 with the Dodgers and the Giants, if they can go 6-7, 7-6, maybe they keep it level. And then we see where they are with the division. Then talk to me. I mean, without a doubt, after this Nats series, this West Coast trip, or they have some games home, I think, with the Dodgers. They could go fucking 5-8. They go 3-10. At that point, it'll be over. But until they get through this tough stretch, and whether they figure it out or win some ball games, steal some ball games, I truly won't know, because again, it's 2 games. They're 2 games out of division right now. By next week, I'll probably give you the idea whether I'm in or I'm out. We got 2 home runs out of Javi Baez, though. He's hurt, so. His back, it's more of his back. It's not his hip. And I don't even know if I'm like I'm like sad or angry or disappointed. I don't know, because it's just kind of like it's all numb at this point. Personally, just kind of like leading the division by 4 games to being behind 2 happened in, no joke, a week. It happened in a week. When you've lost, 10 out of 11, the Phils win 8 in a row, and they're coming back and they're taking care of the Washington Nationals, who are shit, and they won 4 in Washington, and the Mets immediately, like I said, first inning, down 3-0. This team plays so low to their competition. They lost 3 of 4 in Miami. I mean, you got to fucking take care of those guys. And if they lose, if they lose 2 of 3, if they lose 2 of 3 to the Washington Nationals in the next 2 days, then I might even, it might not be a point. You're at 500 and that's it. And what's crazy to think about is, like, they're over 500, and, like, we haven't had that in the last, 2 seasons. Like, we all thought the Mets were going to be such a great team coming in, and last year they were a terrible baseball team. 2019, they fought, and they missed the playoffs by a few games. But there's not been a team that's been good. So, a division title would have been nice, and would be nice for this new ownership. But this team looks like they're going to win maybe 83 ball games this year.